Life, how you doing, sir? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, boss.
Pleasure to speak with you, man. Shout out to your cross colors hat, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's
What is this cross color thing? I get that a lot, man. I just like the hat. What is the cross?
bruh. I mean, it's cross colors. Come on, man. It's you. Yeah, I'm born the exact same year you're born, man. 1978. So I mean, I can dig the cross colors, the Carl Kanai, the FUBU.
Oh,
Man,
okay, okay.
yeah. I was rocking all that stuff, man. So this is from Toya. She says, my mom keeps asking me to teach her social media, but I don't have the time and I know she won't understand. What would you do? Are there any other options?
I don't know. Hey, and I usually got an answer for everything, but with that, that's a young question. That's a real young question.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I would. I mean, but I just know, like, I get with all this new technology, even with my kids, I get
Mm.
so frustrated that I just be like, I'll be like, just do it. Just do it here. This is what I'm trying to do. Just do
Okay, so you're that parent that has the kids teach you.
it. Well, no, I'm the parent that get frustrated while they trying to teach me and tell them to do it for me.
Okay, got it. All right, makes sense. What about Kenneth? Kenneth says, like, now you're a parent, so you'll be able to relate to this. He said, I keep telling my son to clean his room. I've taken away his phone, his iPad, and TV. He still won't keep his room clean. What should I do?
Well, yeah, I definitely deal with that too. But what I do is, um, I take their light bulbs.
Their light bulb? Why their light bulb, man?
Because I feel like this. If I don't want to see it, that's what I say. And if I have to look at it, I'm gonna create a situation that I don't have to see it. So
Oh,
if I come in your room and
yeah.
there's something out of place, I take one light bulb. If I come back in your room, something else out, and pretty soon at night, you have no lights at all.
Wow. He takes the not the light bulb.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro, I take a light bulb, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've never heard that before, man.
And
Wow.
it also works when they leave them lights on. I'll be like, yo, y'all not paying
Yeah.
the bills. All right, I'm gonna take them light bulbs,
Wow. You know what you need? You need them Alexa light bulbs, man. Just so Alexa turn off the living room or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Alexa.
Alexa got too much control already. I be talking
Uh
sometimes. Alexa don't even got nothing to do with the conversation. She get to talk.
yeah. Yeah. She does that to me too. She's like, I didn't say what? I wasn't even talking to you.
Right.
What about Stacy? Stacy says my best friend is obsessed with my single dad and keeps asking me to hook her up with him. We're both 19. He's 42.
Whoa.
Yeah. I guess
Let
you
her
like
dad.
older men.
I say let her dad live, man.
Yeah? You think she should do it?
Yeah, let her live. Like, let him live. If that's her thing.
Okay. That just sounds awkward to me,
It
bro.
ain't, it ain't, it ain't like she ain't gonna never be his wife. You know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
think?
Nah, hell
Why you
no.
say that?
A 19-year-old girl, 40-some-year-old man, wife,
I
you know,
mean,
it's so much life that she still has to live that's
yeah,
new to
true.
her. And for him, that's something of the past, man. He on putting money in his 401k.
Right.
She on buying the new BKs.
Yeah.
So,
Right. He
yeah,
over here investing in his future. She over here buying purses. I get it. Yeah.
yeah.
Last one, man, is from Dominic. He says, me and my fiance are getting married this fall, and I hate the tux that she picked out for me, but I can't seem to tell her. What should he do? Should he finally kind of man up and say something, or should he just kind of go with the flow?
Yo, LL told me this a long time ago, and it didn't even make sense when he told it to me. He just like,
Mm-hmm.
be a man about everything, you know?
Mm.
And I was like,
Okay.
what do you mean? And he was like, you'll see. And then just later on in my life, I just really see that no matter what it is you're doing, be a man about it. Tell the truth about
Mm.
it. If you made a mistake, own that mistake and move on from there.
Mm.
So she not gonna wear no dress that she don't like.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah. So
Wow. Okay.
and ideally, this is the only time that you're going to do this. So again, my advice would be happy. If it's the only time you're gonna do it,
Mm.
be happy.
I'm from Columbus myself. We fellow Buckeyes here, man.
Pretty boys. That's the pretty boy
Yes,
capital.
sir. Yes, sir. It's what we do, man. Hey, man. My fiance is from Fremont, so she's from right down the
Oh,
road,
okay.
bro. Yeah, yeah, man. You talk about in your childhood. You grew up in Toledo, is that right? That's where you
Yes.
actually grew up. Okay,
Yes.
okay, that's what I thought. You talked about your hustling days when you were younger. That, of course, leading to your the time you served in Mansfield, right?
I was in a couple of different prisons, but
Oh,
Mansfield,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Were they filming the Shawshank Redemption when you were there?
In Mansfield, no,
Yeah.
no, because they got it's two Mansfield. The old Mansfield they was filming, and
Yeah.
then they got a new Mansfield that they had just built. I was in the new Mansfield,
You were
not
in
the
the
old.
new one. Okay.
Right.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. You talk in Unsung, you talk about you eventually got kind of comfortable in that situation, that environment, and you started to, as you said, you liked it and became comfortable with yourself. With a lot of R&B that's happened in the past couple decades, man, very few artists have had the content that you've had. I think you termed it conscious R&B. The Chris Browns, the Trey Songz, August Alsina, all those guys. They talk about that life. You know what I mean? And we all know that Breezy was a kid when Must Be Nice, SEX, all that stuff came out. Um,
Mhm.
what's the inspiration, man? Is that kind of what inspired you to take that route in your content, or why is your route different than everybody else? Why don't you talk about that life like they all do?
Probably because I lived it, like for real, and I
Okay.
and I, and I felt like that I didn't have a choice, but to live it. And those cats that talk about it, it's something that they haven't done, so they can keep on speaking because it's gonna be
Mm,
forever new to them, you know.
okay. Okay.
Um, and then I think my content is just about like I read a lot, I study different
Mm,
things. So naturally, what come out of your body is what you put into your body. So
yeah. Right. So that is, pardon the pun, but that is your life.
right, right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, got you, man. Apollo, the Apollo performance, you talk about that in Young Song too, man. And I loved how you went from, if I understand correctly, you were in lockdown 1 week and then you're on Apollo the next week, man. How
Right.
did that happen so fast?
Well, it actually wasn't the next week. So I guess what
Okay.
was happening was um when I talk about this in the unsung too,
Oh, okay.
I I was in the hole. I was released from prison from the hole. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got it.
So, and then when I came home a couple weeks later, I went and did the Apollo because they had
Okay.
already reached out to me.
Apollo had already reached out to you.
Yeah, I had sent them a tape in, a submission in, and
Okay.
it just worked all out. The stars aligned.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man. Can you kind of take me through your emotions that night, man? You come out there, people are booing you, they're not feeling you, and you turn that crowd around, man. A lot of people really struggle with that, not myself included. I do, being in entertainment, being on this platform, having this mic. We do all we can to keep people engaged and entertained stuff, man. And to see people that aren't feeling you right off the bat, just judge a book by its cover, if you will. You know what I mean? I can be honest with you, man. Me being a Caucasian guy in hip hop, I experienced that a lot. All the Eminem jokes, the Vanilla Ice jokes, they get old after a while, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can you kind of take me through that?
I'm a loner, right? So and I
Okay.
don't even think unsung. They actually didn't ask me this question. So I've always I wasn't a loner pre-prison, but when I got
Mm,
in prison, I stayed to myself and it kind of just
mm,
kept going. So when I came home and I went and did the Apollo, I was like noited because there was so many people around. So I used to go in the
mm.
corner. I would go off in the corner and rehearse my music. And before you know it, the whole room was crowded around me rehearsing my music.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, and then when we used to go on stage, the first time when I got booed, it didn't even like honestly, it didn't even bother me because in my mind I was like, wait till they hear it. There's
Mm.
no like I just felt like it's undeniable. The truth is undeniable when you hear
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You were just kind of in your place, man. You were used to being in your space, and everything else just kind of bounced off around you.
And just think, like, I come from had just come from prison, which is the hardest audience
Yeah.
of audiences. So
Yeah.
the Apollo audience really didn't pose a threat to me like that.
Mm,
You know?
okay. Yeah. It didn't pose a
Yeah.
literal threat to you as opposed to inmates who pose an actual physical threat to you.
Right,
Yeah. No, that
right.
makes sense, man. Yeah, that makes perfect
And in
sense.
prison, and listen, in prison, like when I first
Mm,
started playing the guitar in prison, oh, they was vicious. They was vicious.
really?
They was breaking the strings on my guitar.
Just
All kind of,
mean.
hey man, right,
Wow.
all kind of shit. Like I'll be singing and the cats will be yelling, "Shut the fuck up!"
I mean, was that kind of
And
and was that uncommon to have that kind of thing in prison? Someone doing that?
it was very uncommon. So even
Okay.
in the act of sitting down writing the song
Yeah.
was taboo in prison
Mm,
because
okay.
it gave a impression of kind of weak. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You're in your emotions, you're in your feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're
Okay. You
singing
soft.
and you
Yeah.
singing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
You
had
ever you ever thought about rapping, man? Have you ever rapped?
oh, I'm about to do a rap album. I'm about
Oh
to do
yeah. Oh, that's what's up,
yeah.
man. Okay,
You see,
nice.
I did the Wild and Out with Nick Cannon. I was rapping on
Oh yeah, I forgot.
there. Yeah.
Content from Unsung. I'm fascinated. I've never had kids, man. You have 6 kids, is that right?
Yes.
Can you share with me, give me some parental advice, give other people parental advice. How did you handle the situation with the children that were involved in that specific incident? How did you address that with them? Would you share that with us?
Uh, honestly, I I have not addressed it with him because at the
Mm,
time, I think I think my kids was like 2 and 4.
okay.
So it's definitely not something that they remember. But it's
Okay.
ironic. It's ironic that you asked this question because just recently, I'm talking about within the last 2 months,
Hmm.
exactly, all of my kids, for some, maybe it was probably one of them that went online and read
Mm.
that I had been in prison, and now they all want to know what happened. Why was
Oh,
I?
really? Wow. Okay.
And I keep telling them, none of your business. Like, do something that got something to do with you. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's again, that's why it's ironic. I feel like I'm gonna have to sit them down and explain it to them because they really want to know. Like.
Mm. Why is it that labels are so unwilling and so hesitant to give someone like yourself a chance that doesn't talk about, again, that life, if you will? Why is that?
I mean, because obviously sex and violence sells,
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
in this demographic of music. And that's why like no matter what happened, I'm always very, very grateful to Sony for giving me
Mm,
and Dave McPherson for giving me an opportunity because
mm,
again, like this kind of music that I do,
hmm.
historically, there's virtually no success stories.
Yeah. Last question, man. Every time I get off the air, I like to give my audience one piece of advice, one thing to share with them they can take with them. If I never speak to them again for the rest of their life, I call it my love note. If you had one love note to give everyone that's rocking with us today, man, one piece of advice, what would that be?
Wow. Another good question. I would say I use this whole mind frame
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. That this moment right here is the past, and
Hmm.
all I am is a witness. I've already created this moment, right? I'm
Mm,
just experiencing my creation. That's
mm,
kind of like the contract you have with God that you
mm,
create anything you want, but you have to experience it personally.
mm,
And how I create my future is by how I respond to the things that I created emotionally.
mm,
So it's all I look at it like it's a shopping cart.
mm.
If I
Okay.
give if I give something my attention, I put it
Yeah.
in my shopping cart. But
Yeah.
if I'm emotional about it, then I bought it.
Wow. Okay. You bought into it, if you will, and you actually bought it. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. How do we stay tapped in?
Versus stay tapped in my social media, all that stuff is just Lyfe Jennings.
Okay.
Don't if somebody asks you for some money or something, it ain't me. Right.
All right.
I got people that take care of the page. I got the Lyfe Jennings story coming. I shot the first part. We're about to start shooting the second part. That's coming. Um, I got a healthy food service called AOU Foods.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
In Atlanta, and we
Dope.
branch out into Texas next. That's coming.
Okay.
Um,
Nice, man.
what else? What else is going on? I got the six pack, because I did my last album. You'll never get another album from Lyfe Jennings. But I
Mm.
team up with other artists. I do two songs, they do two songs, we do two songs together, and I call it the six pack.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. Got it.
I release June and December every year. My first one is coming out in June with Amina from Love and Hip Hop, the singer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my first one is with her. My second one, me, Bobby V, Pleasure P. I got joints with Tank from the
Wow.
Cat from
Nice.
Power, Ghost. You know,
Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Nice. Bro. Pleasure. Salute. And wish you continued success, sir.
saying to you, Justin, y'all take care, man.